Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and we are back at Discovery Kingdom thanks to our good friend Mario, who is visiting the park again this week for another Batman The Ride update. This is the SNS 40 free spin cloned coaster that is coming to the park, and it's looking fantastic. You can see him trying to draw out the rest of where the track will be. And if you did not notice, this is actually backwards in comparison to what the promotional video that came out back in August. So the coaster itself is facing the opposite direction, which is completely fine. I think it works regardless of which way it's facing, but this is incredible how much they've gotten done in a week's time. This is literally a 1 week difference from last time we did an update, and now they are pretty much almost done. They just have that top section of track to finish, and I'm sure by this point it is already finished. I mean, it has been a couple of days since this update was filmed, so don't be surprised if the track is actually nearly done by this point. But by the time Mario was in the park, they were putting in cross ties for some of the last pieces of track. And speaking of track, you can see some of that here through this mesh. It's a little harder to see, but a lot of it is cross ties. If you can see where he's looking right there. But there were definitely more pieces of track there as well. But the chain lift is right on the left, going straight up, and then the rest of it is your insane experience with Raven turns and inversions. And I really can't wait for Discovery Kingdom to open this up. And yes, it is 120 feet tall, it seems, so that's pretty impressive if you ask me. And they just have that top section to complete as of now. And it's really exciting to see all of this come together so quickly. The last ride we saw go up this quickly was Tidal Twister, so it's really cool to see two rides with actual RMC-made track going up so quickly in honestly a couple weeks' time, if that, with Tidal Twister. But here is a quick look at the Flash vertical velocity. All the paint has been done on the track and the supports. There is no more just primer. It is all completely painted and it looks fantastic. I really love the way this is looking right now, to be honest with you. It looks a lot better than I was expecting. It's the same kind of with Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster. I was expecting that to not look so good, but then I saw it in person and it looked amazing, honestly. But you can see here that they are repainting the trains themselves. They do have primer on the main chassis, it looks like, for each of the cars as of right now. But I'm wondering what they're going to paint that in the future. Like, what color? Would it be yellow? Would it be red? Hopefully they don't do like some weird orange or purple or something along those lines. But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, the white doesn't look bad, but that just is a primer. Now, here's a look at some of the brand new track that was put on to Batman the Ride the day prior to this filming, as well as a lot of dirt still in the area. And the station building itself is coming along quite quickly. It looks like they're about to finish up the skeleton of the building itself fairly soon. And here you can just see the massive supports holding this ride up that kind of make an upside down pyramid in a way. But here is also a look at where one of the tanks that used to be here, I think it was for dolphins, like a dolphin meet and greet area, that has been torn out completely, and it looks like it might be a new seating area for possibly Big Belly Burger, or might even have some space for a new flat ride as well, like a smaller flat ride for the new DC Universe section. That is also what the signs say on the walls for this construction area. And you can see that cross ties were put in the middle of filming. He had a clip of that, but that file got corrupted, sadly. But the cross ties have been put in for all of the pieces of track that went up by the 21st, which is when this was filmed. So it's quite impressive to see all this going on very, very quickly. And you can also see them pretty much tightening down the bolts for the main supports that are about to be holding up these pieces of track. And I think these two supports were put in that day, to be honest with you, because it looks quite different from the beginning of the video with the track hanging by itself. And later on, you'll see the supports kind of just dangling there, being supported by other supports. So supports are being supported by other supports. Oh yeah, but it's really amazing to see all this coming together, and it's going to be a great fit for the park. I really think it is going to be an amazing fit for the park. And here you can see where these supports are being supported by the other supports. That is such a mouthful, but hopefully that track has been finished going around to make sure those supports don't have to be supported by other supports by now. But this has been a great update. Thanks to our good friend Mario at Mostly Coasters. Make sure to go subscribe to him if you can. We want to get him to 100 subscribers because he wants to beat out Zach from Cali Coasters to 100 subs, because why not? But regardless, thank you so much for watching. And of course, as always, we'll see you on the next ride.